Hello everyone, my name is Agent Paul of Mobile Task Force Delta 7, codenamed Bookkeepers, and welcome back to another SCP document review. And the SCP we'll be reviewing today is SCP-7936, Level 3 Confidential, Containment Class Keter, Disruption Class Eki 4, Risk Class Danger 4. Special Containment Procedures. Disinformation framing SCP-7936 instances as existing celestial bodies and fabricated research explaining their odd coloration have been produced and disseminated. Translocation of instances to on-Earth containment is in progress. Description: SCP-7936 refers to 352 human corpses in low Earth orbit, which appeared spontaneously on December 3, 2029. The majority of SCP-7936 instances have been connected to the certified statements of death, alleging a death at sea, typically by drowning. Each instance demonstrates advanced decomposition, halted by a reduced exposure to oxygen in low Earth orbit. Instances each hold or are otherwise attached to an anomalous member of Stereotheusis circensis, aka the glowing sucker octopus, which emits higher than normal luminosity via its bioluminescent photopores. The apparent magnitude of each octopus reaches 2.456 at their most luminous, making each specimen visible on Earth in most night skies, indistinguishable from non-anomalous stars aside from their blue-green coloration and the shadow occasionally generated by the corpse's extremities. Exhumation of burial spaces expected to contain SCP-7936 instances have produced no human remains. Examination of personal records revealed no abnormalities, though in cases where driver's licenses were recoverable, a photograph of a star existed alongside or in place of the organ donor marker. Addendum 7936.1 Veiling Failure. Attempts to relocate SCP-7936 instances from LEO to on-Earth containment were successful in 5 cases, before complications prevented the project's completion. The following log concerns the failed acquisition of SCP-7936 instance Nadia Hovhannisyan from LEO on December 13th, 2029. Containment log .7936. The date: December 13th, 2029, 0312 to 0330. Personnel involved: Dr. Maria Lambert, Dr. Cassandra Alexander, Dr. Timur Akhtar. SCPS, Sarah's rudimentary onboard AI. Station: SCPS Sarah Orbital Vessel. Purpose: the recovery of SCP-7936 instance Nadia from LEO, as well as the SCP specimen attached to it. The SARA was crewed by all blind operators to minimize the risk of ocular damage from the SCP's exceptional luminescence. Begin log. 0312. The crew of the SARA arrive at the instance's location and preps both its medical bay and its modified Anomalian containment unit. 0317. Lambert uses the SARA's external mechanical apparatus to retrieve the instance. 0318. Akhtar begins sanitation of the body in the vessel's medical bay. Nadia is confirmed dead, and the SCP specimen is confirmed alive and uncooperative. 0320. The specimen ceases to bioluminate once confined in its containment unit. The SARA's onboard AI informs the crew of this development. 0321. The specimen begins to flash light from its photopores with irregular pauses between. Alexander remarks on the possibility of Morse code messaging and begins to attempt to decode the sequence. 0322. Akhtar begins autopsy on Nadia, as the SARA's AI relays the specimen sequence to Alexander. 0323. The flashing sequence repeats fully. Alexander states with annoyance that it does not comport to Morse code. Akhtar posits that the message might be ciphered or otherwise obfuscated. 0329. Alexander's attempts to decipher a message continue to produce nothing valuable. As the sequence repeats for a fourth time, she reaches forward and grabs at the bars of the containment unit. Akhtar steps forward to intervene, leaving the table mid-autopsy. 0330. As Akhtar and Alexander converse, the corpse of Nadia animates. It regards them from the table until they notice its raised head, at which time all lights in the cell are cut off. An unknown person speaks the word "hush" at a volume detected by onboard equipment. Simultaneously, all electronic sources of light at terrestrial containment facilities Site 24, Site 47, Site 89, and Site 107 cease to illuminate. End log. In all cases, repair of electrical devices affected by SCP-7936 proved ineffectual, many requiring total replacement. Efforts to remove SCP-7936 instances from LEO have been stayed until new containment procedures can be drafted. Area 89, a provisional Atlantic deep-sea facility affected by SCP-7936, has noted an increase in local non-anomalous Styratusis circensis activity, though staff have suggested that their bioluminescence, and therefore the population's numbers, had been previously masked by the area's light output. Personnel set to the Atlantic's surface have remarked that the night sky appears darker, and the stars even more visible. And that is it. It seems the anomalous instances might be utilizing their bioluminescence to reduce light pollution. Interesting. Thank you all so much for listening or watching. My name is Agent Paul of MTF Delta 7, and I'll see you next week with another document review. Bye.